Morning, everyone. It's Laura T at Dream Deals 123 on eBay and the Silver Owl Thrifter on YouTube. Sorry. Well, some of you who've been listening the last few days have been watching me try to figure out what I'm going to do about moving, and I've decided to completely liquidate my store, before I move. That will make things so much easier. Let me tell you a little bit of the last couple of moves. My husband works for the Defense Department, so they moved us. But since we're retiring and we're just moving it, we're going to do it on our own. We'll probably get something like a pods or a moving truck or do something like that but I want to get everything down as little as possible, and also because we're going to probably move into a much smaller area. And right now, my eBay inventory and stuff takes up 5 large rooms in our basement. And I've got to get it, I want to get it down to 1 room. So the things and going forward, I'm going to really streamline my store. I'm going to spend a lot of time also doing a lot of research on what is the best item for me to sell and have, like, is it t-shirts? Is it jewelry? Something where I don't have to have a lot of big bulky boxes, lots of shelves and stuff. Something where I can have and then when I do move and start up all again, I'm going to have a very streamlined inventory. Today I couldn't find something. I'm putting everything on sale, and some of my stuff from 5-6 years ago. This is the problem. Like I have 2,000 items, but 700-800 of them have been there for 5 years. So they're just priced wrong or not a good item or whatever. And so I'm lowering prices, but because I have not the greatest inventory, it's not horrible, but it's not perfect. You know what I mean? And it's those, especially stuff that I had before our last move and that we moved. I don't know. It seems like, I guess that makes sense. The longer you've had it, the more likely it's going to be. Anyways, I couldn't find a skirt today. And so that's what I'm doing, and I'm really excited about it. I feel, okay, maybe I won't make as much money because I'm cutting prices, but I think I'm going to make more money because I'm getting prices so where they sell. I made a lot of sales overnight when I started slashing prices. So I'm really happy about that. And the stress that I am eliminating is like, you can't put a price on that. You know what I mean? I am feeling so much more focused and just happy and kind of lighthearted about the things. And it's like I was trying to do too much. I was trying to keep the store running and everything, and building it up even, and then trying to get ready to move. And it was like the other day, it was like, holy cow, it's almost August. My granddaughter is going to be a year old. How did that happen? It seemed like this year has just flown by. And all of a sudden, it's like we're not moving next year or in a year. We're moving in like 6 months. We've got to get ready. And I'm looking, and I don't move very fast. And, not that, my daughter's here. My husband will help. Long earrings. Got caught. So anyways, anywho, I'm feeling very good about it. I made other notes here about it. Let's see. Yeah, I want to liquidate, downsize, and not only in my eBay store, but in my house. Like, I'm going to get rid of lots of stuff. I'm going to put a link to our house before we bought it, like the listing, so you guys can see kind of what my house looks like. And then maybe I'll do what it looks like now with me living in it. And then I'll do after. Well, then when we list it, I'll show you guys what it looks like, hopefully. So that'll be kind of fun. Yeah, the place will look better too when we do sell it. So that will bring more money, actually, if it looks less cluttered. That's the first thing the realtors tell you: declutter, declutter, declutter. But actually, with this house, when we bought it, it looked great, and you'll see that in the thing. But you couldn't get in the basement. They just put everything in the basement. Like, we didn't know until we moved in here. There was a bathroom in the basement. Because it's this weird little one. It's just like a toilet. There's no sink, no shower, so they can't call it a bath. I guess you could call it a quarter bath or a third bath. But anyways, we didn't even know that. But we're going to now make that kind of cute, and I'm going to make this office into maybe a bedroom or an artist's room or something like that. It's got all the great light. So I think it'll just add, the value in doing this is so much more than, money. It's mental health. Like sometimes something in the last few years, like something will irritate me and I find myself, worked up about it for a long time. And then I'm like, do you want to go to a therapist and spend $100 to get over this? Or you just want to get over it? I'm like, yeah, just get over it. So anyways, yeah, I'm going to do lots of research and share that with you guys. So even though I'm not going to be selling, I'm still going to have hopefully lots of sales to talk about. I won't have haul videos, but that's okay. I'll talk about other stuff. I'll do research and talk about that. Kind of like Thrift Life is doing. He's not really selling, but he's doing great research because he's not selling because of health reasons. It hurts him to stand and do stuff. So he's a young man too. So anyways, he's doing great research on things. And actually, he's what kind of turned me around on thinking about, what to sell, long tail versus just selling. And I'm going long here and I didn't have very much space. I don't know what happened, but suddenly my storage so if I cut out, I'm sorry. But, oh yeah, I was watching Daily Refinement and he sometimes has like a panel of people who are in like he's got a group or something and they have a big panel once a week. I don't know how often they have it, but everybody was talking about how they're doing the same thing. They're downsizing, they're having big sales on old inventory, they're niching down. That is the big thing everyone's doing, is niching down. And so I think we're heading into kind of I think it's going to make things much more competitive actually, because everybody's like now, if I'm it just seems like that's the way things go. It's like as I go, the world goes. I hope that doesn't sound weird, but it's like, okay, like when like a few years ago, the stock market went down and I was like, well, let's move our stocks around. And it was like, everybody's doing that. And then it started changing and everybody was doing the same thing. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I feel like everybody now is niching down. So anyways, let's see what sold overnight. I did have good sales. Sorry, I usually say that in the beginning. I made 266 in sales, but we're going to talk about what's profit, and it's good. It's good. So I sold this. Yeah, you can watch me as I get more organized and develop a really great inventory system. And we'll all learn together, and I'll learn from you guys. I've all very helpful comments on things. Anybody been through this? I'm sure a lot of you guys have. Maybe not quite this situation, but that's the way it is, right? Just made another sale. That'll be on tomorrow's. Selling some shoes. I'm so happy. I slashed the prices of the men's shoes they're selling.